Welcome back! You've made it so far, and now it's time for step number 4, the theory test, for people that don't have a valid license to convert. Now, don't underestimate this part. Some people think, oh, I've been driving for years, I got this, and they fail because they didn't prepare. The test includes some tricky questions, so let's go over exactly what you need to know and to pass on your first try. So, what's the format of the test? 50 multiple choice questions. You need at least 45 correct to pass. That's a 90% score. Test is available in English, Thai and some other languages. You have 60 minutes to complete it. Sounds easy? Well, some of these questions can be confusing if you don't study. What kind of questions should you expect? The test covers traffic signs. You need to recognize and understand signs in Thailand, road laws, the official traffic rules including speed limits and right-of-way, safety regulations, what to do in emergencies, pedestrian safety and correct driving behavior, motorbike and car-specific rules. Some laws apply only to motorcycles or cars, so be prepared. Now, let's talk about the tricky part, the confusing questions. Some questions are worded in a way that makes them tricky. For example, what should you do when approaching a pedestrian crossing? Sounds easy, right? But the test will give you 4 similar answers and you need to pick the most correct one. What's the maximum speed limit in a city zone? The test might give you close options, so you don't know the exact number, you might get it wrong. So, how do you prepare? Simple. Study the official handbook. You can find the Thai driving manual online in English. Take online practice tests. These are available for free and give you a real feel on the tests. Memorize road signs. Make sure you know their meaning inside and out. Practice under time limits. You don't want to spend too much time on one question. Here's a pro tip. If you get stuck on a question, don't waste time. Mark it, move on and come back later. You have 60 minutes, which is enough time, but don't let any questions slow you down. Also, don't rely on guessing. Unlike some tests where you can make a lucky guess, this test has intentionally misleading answers, so if you're not sure, it's better to come back to it later after answering the easier ones. Once you complete this test, you'll get your results immediately. If you pass, congratulations! You can move on to the next step. If you don't panic. You can retake the test the next day, so just go home, study harder and try again. But why take chances? At J&E Concierge, they provide practice materials and even conduct mock-up tests to make sure you're ready before the test day. That's why that day you walk in with confidence and pass the first time. Alright, now that you know how to pass the theory test, you're almost at the finish line. In episode 6, we'll cover the final step, the practical driving test. This is where you prove your skills on the road for people that don't have a valid license to convert. Make sure to subscribe, follow and drop a comment if you have any questions. See you in the next episode.